Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news, ya.
Right, well, this monkey news story, right, it's about, this fella, a couple of fellas in Texas, sort of running a farm, right?
Just because they're definitely fellas. Well, how tall are they?
Can we just let
Okay, they are human beings. These two are human beings.
Time's against us.
They're running this farm and that, and, anyway, so they're outside getting the cattle, and he turns round, right?
It's just that cow's...
Couple of monkeys walking about, so he knows what's going on, right? So anyway, so it's in Texas, they don't know what to do with the monkeys, there isn't a zoo, it's fairly barren there, isn't it? You know what I mean? Not much going about. So the other fella who runs the farm with him said, look, we need a bit of an hand. Right? So, said, let's teach them some stuff, and the monkeys were happy with that, because they were lost anyway, right? So they had
nothing to do. They were bumming around, they were looking for work.
They'd hired a motorhome, they'd got out of their way.
Maybe it's like the Hulk, they were like Bruce Banner wandering around going, I need some work. You won't get angry, will you?
So anyway, right, so they taught these monkeys how to ride a horse, right? So they've both got a...
Sorry, you're sure Charlton Heston's not going to pop up? You're sure you weren't watching a video last night and thought it was a documentary?
They've both got a horse each, right? They've been given, like, a little lasso and all that business.
Oh, don't talk shit, Carl.
So, anyway, it's going well, and it carried on for about 2 years, this, right? It's like, you know, rounding up the cattle every night and all that.
Yeah.
So, the two fellas are chatting, going, it's worked out well, hasn't it?
Right, if there's a hostile takeover, and they sort of like buy up 51% of the shares or something...
So they said, for this to continue, the monkeys are getting old a bit now, we need a little woman monkey in here to sort of get some kids going for, like, the future farm people,
Forward planning, yeah.
So they get a little woman monkey.
They decided to only hire monkeys from now then.
Why not? It's working. Why mess with something when it's not broke, right? So they get the little woman monkey in, they have kids and all that business, right? But the problem was, right, when they first got the woman monkey in, it was like, well, which one's gonna have the woman? Right? So, they started sort of fighting a bit and what have you. But because they'd seen the owners of the farm with, like,
don't
guns
tell me
and
the
stuff,
baby monkeys didn't want to go into the family business, went off to be a lawyer.
they had a bit of a shoot-off.
Shut up!
They got two monkeys, right? And
don't stop!
because they'd seen the owners with guns and what have you.
No, that sounds...
So they had a bit of a shoot-off.
Yeah.
That's how they sorted it out.
And who won?
I think it was George. The one called George. Right. So I think they had 17 kids. The farm's still running.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news, ya.
There isn't, I've been away, haven't I?
Oh. There's been no monkey news, you can't get...
No, but I haven't had a proper chance to sort of, you know...
Carl, your monkey news is of spurious tales from the 17th century sometimes, so let's have one of those.
No,
let's have a monkey who dressed as Zorro and they thought he was a woodsman, but when they took his head off he was a 4-foot hairy chimp. Let's have one of those ridiculous stories.
Well, we've done that, though. But, do you want to go back on some of the ones?
Oh,
sort of
what is the monkey news? There must have been some monkey news this week.
The only thing that sort of stood out, do you know, like, they're having problems...
You're just making this up. Where's your information? Where's the piece of paper? Where's the document? What is this?
Because I've been away, so I haven't got anything.
Let's
But it's bad enough when he's reading it, he gets it wrong. When he's just riffing, it's going to be absolute twaddle.
Let's hear it out.
Right, do you know, like, they're having problems getting new people to be policemen?
Oh, fuck.
Go on.
They've, in America, they're taking them on to, sort of join the SWAT team.
They've taken what on?
Some little monkeys.
Okay.
Giving them walkie-talkies and all that. And,
well, they can't talk.
They're just walkies.
They don't have to...
Yeah, giving them some walkies. What do you mean? What was...
being given commands and that. And,
so it's one way, they tell them, they've got the little thing strapped to them.
They're good at, like, getting into small, sort of, you know, small places and that, and sort of, you know, cracking stuff and all that. Like I say, it's just half a story I just picked up on.
That's not a story!
Well, what do you want?
Monkey news!
Okay, we've got to sort this out. We didn't meet again this week, and this is a shoddy show. I thought we had a sort of framework for it, but, do you know what I mean? No, I thought, you know, Carl could sort of tell him what was going on. He doesn't know anything except watching telly. Late night telly on strange channels, like he gets all his information about the news on Anna Nova, and, I mean... I even tried to help because Monkey News last week was awful.
It wasn't Monkey News.
It wasn't Monkey News. It was I can't remember it.
I've been away on holiday.
Brilliant. Yeah, and the Monkey News stops. I phoned him up. There was a front cover of the, I think it was the Telegraph one day this week, and it was an ironic story. It was a fluff piece, but it was a funny story. It was about a monkey in a zoo that had a ruck with its father because it's adolescent. It was like the equivalent of like 16 to 18, and it had a fight with its father, and it escaped. It ran away, and it was like, you know, an interesting story.
Yeah.
I phoned Carl up and said, "This is Monkey News. A monkey has escaped from its cage after an argument with its father." And he said, "What was the argument about?" I mean, he thinks like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
What
Amazing.
was the argument about? Like, the zookeepers are going, "Oh, look, oh no, he's brought up his untidy room again." The father, "Oh, look, he's caught him smoking again." I mean, what do you mean, what was the argument about? They have fights. They have fights, and then it ran away.
His dad wanted him to go to college, but he just wants to quit and get a job.
Yeah, and he fancied a monkey in the other cage, and the father was saying, "She's not good enough for you." Oh.
So
what
we've got
was
some
it
Monkey
about?
News today?
Yeah, I got a little bit of Monkey
You got a little bit of
News,
Monkey News, right? You've redeemed yourself
alright.
then this week.
We've got some stuff there and that.
Josh Rags, it's the night time on XFM 104.9. Steve Merchant, Ricky Gervais, KARL Pilkington, and what is it time? Is it time?
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, chimpanzee, that Monkey News.
Right then, so, there's this monkey, right,
Right.
in Canada. It's in a zoo in, Toronto, I think it is. His name's Pascal, right, and, what happened was, all the people in the zoo, sort of said, you know, what can we do, sort of spice the day up a bit, right?
Yeah.
So they left,
Embellishing. No way this is a news
Let him
story.
do the news, let him do the news.
Okay.
so they
Any
left,
dates?
Just let him read the news, alright?
Well,
You
I
wouldn't
don't-
interrupt Moira
it
Stewart.
was about 2 weeks ago.
No, because she always says today, so you know it's news. She doesn't say, right, there was a monkey, right?
Alright,
Well,
in Canada,
Go on,
right?
mate, just finish the
Okay.
news, be all night.
A couple of weeks ago, in this zoo in Canada,
Right.
they got a camcorder,
Right.
and they said, let's leave it for the monkey to have a play with, right? So, anyway, they passed it around,
Won a BAFTA.
and a couple of chimps and that were rubbish at it. They were like filming the floor and all that, and the fingers were always in shot and stuff like that, right? But anyway, there was this one chimp called Pascal, right? Who,
Annoys me that he calls them monkeys, though.
He
They're
was-
not monkeys, they're
Please.
apes.
he
Go
was
on.
he was a dab hand at it, right? He was like, filming stuff, really good shots, you know, sort of nice mood and that. He used the lighting properly and all the rest of it.
No, he didn't!
Just this is the news. What are you talking about? This is the news.
God,
So
Steve,
anyway.
it's so annoying. You know it annoys me so much. Things like that. He was a dab under. He was doing really good shots. It really annoys me.
Let's hear the news.
Anyway, right, so he started, at night, like when the zookeepers went home, he started filming, like, other monkeys on the go, like, whilst they were at it, right? And he was filming them and what have you.
The Ron Jeremy of
I
the
love
zoo.
it. You know it's going to end up on the web.
So anyway, the zookeepers came in the next day and it's like, let's see what shots he's got. Anyway, he's got all this, like, you know, all these monkeys at it and what have you. So,
Oh, yeah, this is, honestly, you don't know what this is doing to me, Steve. Can I stop it now?
So they thought, like, actually there's a few monkeys who aren't at it enough. Do you know what I mean? They have problems and what have you, so let's give them the videos.
That is so untrue. This is so untrue.
So-
It's so untrue that it was filmed by a monkey.
So what
It's so
happened then,
untrue.
right?
Rick, I don't know who to believe.
Oh God, you're talking so much shit again. You must know that's not true. There's no way.
There's a load of tapes out.
Look at me. Look at me. Don't keep talking. Look at me. You must know that's not true.
Can we just hear the end of this news?
You had to go at me last week because I didn't have the full story. I've got the full story. You're still not happy.
There is no way that by chance, what should we do? Let's give him a camcorder. That could happen. He then films him at it. That might happen. It might happen, but I don't think he'd keep the camera still. Two, they go, hold on, this is good stuff. This is good shit. This porn's good shit.
Anyway,
Look at
so
that. He's got a lovely shot. Yeah.
So
This is
they've got-
ridiculous.
they've got
Let me
all
just
these-
recap, because I lost my way there. So the monkey has filmed the monkey porn,
Yeah.
and now they're showing it to the other monkeys.
Is he directing? Can you hear him
It's just-
saying stuff?
it's
Can you
like-
hear him go?
It's just like, you know, Chimp Pimp 1, 2 and 3 and all the rest of it, right? But anyway, so they've got all these other tapes, because what happened was, they said he's quite good at this.
Oh,
And the animals,
God!
and the animals are, happy having him around because he's not a human, he's just one of the gang, do you know what I mean? So they started putting him in with other things like, you know, ostriches.
Right.
And
Talking shit.
There was so, and you know they have a problem with pandas in Japan.
Yeah.
So they've sent him out there, filming a bit of. Where are you going?
Honestly, you really annoy me. There's
Come on,
no
please,
way this
like-
is happening.
Can we
It's
just hear the
absolute. Why can't he just find a real story about a monkey?
Let's hear
I mean,
the end.
the end is
He's in
really
China.
that he's going to China. He's filming the pandas and
No,
whatever.
he's not. They wouldn't send a monkey director.
well, forget
They would
it then,
not
it's
send a
pointless.
monkey director.
Right. So anyway, right. I think it's in LA. This happened.
I think. Why does he think?
So these people are in a restaurant having a lovely meal.
Is one of them short and hairy, but totally covered from top to bottom in a spacesuit, so he didn't know it was a monkey?
It's not one of the customers, one of the waiters.
So they're having a lovely dinner, probably one of the best sort of dinners they've had, right? So the waiter comes over and it's like, can we just say that I had a lovely meal and that?
Right, it's the chef.
Of course it is. Can we
So,
see the chef?
Yeah.
So can we just see the guy who cooked it? Of
course.
Yeah. Short fella, hairy.
So the
Wearing
waiter said, to be
balaclava?
honest,
Don't say much.
the waiter said, look, he's busy, he's got meals to cook and what have you. He hasn't really got time. He said, it'll only take a minute. He said, no, I prefer it,
So
just
this is a
like-
restaurant in LA that serves brilliant food.
I'll pass your message on and what have you, right? So
So he sends for Monkey Pierre
so
White.
it's a bit odd. Anyway. So they go out, right? They go out to the car and they notice the kitchen door's open.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, of course they do, because they're going to discover something that I don't know.
So
They're
they
going
just,
to hang on. This just out of interest. This where does this chef train before we see him or reveal what he might look like or like to eat?
so
well,
anyway, so they pop their head in and think we'll just nip in and go,
Yeah,
love fruit salad or whatever. yeah. So they stick their
see
head
the
in.
human. We better see the human chef.
You never guess what?
Go on.
Monkey stood on a chair, right, cooking veg. Right, so anyway, so they're like, what's going on here?
What do you mean? What do you mean he's cooking veg? What is he doing with it?
Well, he's stood on a chair by the cooker and he's
Yeah.
chopping stuff.
Oh, he's
up, boiling
chopping
it,
as well now. He's
and
just
all like that.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's got a little, he's got the bosses in there. They're like a bit shocked. So he's a bit panicking because he's got this monkey working for him. So they say to him, "What's going on here? We didn't know this is what's going on. Why have you got a monkey cooking stuff?" So he said, "Well, they do that."
Incidentally, a monkey, I should point out, who probably doesn't need instructions from its girlfriend.
Forget it.
Oh, chimpanzee! That monkey news.
Right, there's this monkey, right,
Yeah.
and it had been. Do you know you hear about monkeys being badly treated and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So anyway, it goes into this home. It's 14. This monkey. It's called Matty. Right, goes into this home where it's looked after.
What do you mean home?
Just like just a little monkey home, right?
Okay, so
So
zoo.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but they haven't got any other monkeys there, right?
What have they got there?
They've got just other animals and that, but not that many monkeys. But anyway, because he's there on his own, again, it
When you say monkey, do you mean a chimpanzee, by the way? Because you usually do.
yeah.
I can't believe that journalist thought this was scripted.
Amazing.
So anyway, yeah. So it gets sort of pally with the people working there and that, and it's smoking fags, it's having a drink at night and all this, right?
What do you mean it's having a drink at night? How?
It's all here, Steve. I mean, we haven't really got time, but
Well, don't say it's all here like it's proof. You've got another stupid story that someone has put onto the internet. Someone sitting at home in their bedroom has put onto the internet.
So it's having a fag, it's drinking a lovely glass of Bangrock Station.
yeah, the wine that's perfect for a barbecue.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's loving life. It's forgetting about its past and everything, right? When this other monkey comes along,
Oh.
Oh no.
Cole's brewing.
Go on.
right? That comes in. Something's said. Right, forget it. Then.
Monkey news.
Right, this happened in Pittsburgh. Right, there was a rock band, and they've got this studio in Pittsburgh and what have you, and they're laying down tracks and stuff like that. And in the studio that they use, right, there's this monkey works there. Right,
I love the way he throws that in. Like he throws that in. This monkey works there.
no, it's just got a little gig there. He sort of it carries the equipment in, guitars. Stuff like that.
He doesn't.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
He just sort of cleans up after the bands.
No,
yeah,
he doesn't.
emptying the ashtrays.
Doesn't
that sort of
happen.
stuff. He
Doesn't
does,
happen.
That's the gig it's got. Anyway, right.
Gets women out of the crowd that they want to go visit with.
With one arm.
Drag her back.
So anyway, right. So the band's in the studio, right? and one of the band members brings some A&R fella to the studio to have a listen to the latest track. Right?
Yeah.
So they hit play, and they're all there going, yeah, brilliant, this is good.
Oh, no.
Anyway, so the fella says, yeah, I like the track, I especially like the bass on it. Right?
Right, this is bullshit.
So
This is rubbish.
So
And they hadn't laid down a bass track?
so this is, have you heard it? So
Carl,
the weird
please
thing
don't
is,
do this
right,
to
so
me.
the A&R fella goes, and
Yeah.
it's like, the band members are stood about, and they're going, that's good that he liked it. And I'm saying, yeah, but what's he on about with the bass? So they played it
No,
back.
this is rubbish. This is absolute rubbish. Where did you get this from?
Please, because we never get
Where
to the
did
end.
you
Let's
get
hear
this?
it.
Is absolute nonsense.
So they played it back.
Yeah,
right?
and it's the chimp playing bass. Definitely not.
So they were like, that's weird, we haven't got a bassist. Anyway, so they go, well, whatever, right? So
We
they
haven't
leave.
got a bassist.
So,
They
so
go, whatever, let's go home.
oh, forget it.
Okay, right. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, there's this card game going on, right? in the a big hotel in Vegas,
Right.
The Luxor Hotel in Vegas.
Yeah.
There's a major card game. All the big players and that
Sure.
were involved. Right, they're all invited. Anyway, so they all meet up in this dark room at the back of the.
Oh, there we go. Dark room. But hairy fella. So it was brilliant at poker.
Like I say, it's a big game, and that everyone's been waiting for it. So it's played in the back room, not in the main entrance bit, right? So anyway, like I say, it's dark in there and what have you, and the players went in. There was already someone sat in there, right?
Right.
But they couldn't quite see
Was
him.
it a short, hairy bloke with slightly longer arms than legs?
Couldn't see him.
Where
because
is where his arms slightly longer than his legs?
couldn't see
Strangely
him with it
enough.
being dark.
Was he
and what have you.
holding his hand of cards with his feet?
Anyway. So the cards were dealt, right? Cards were dealt, game's going on.
His cards with his feet.
Game went on for hours, right?
The terrible thing is that not even we're listening to Carl now. Literally no one is listening
So
to Carl.
insulting.
There was a lot of smoking going on.
It's
right?
going on.
A lot of eating and nuts going on. That was a bit weird because they don't normally get through as many, but for this night. So, come on, let's just play Bruce.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, well, I thought we'd go for sort of a Christmas feel, right? So, this one, it happened in Stockholm, right? A couple of years ago, around the Christmas time. There's this little grotto, right?
Everything he says is funny, isn't it?
A little grotto was set up and stuff, right? And, it was getting busier and busier, right? This little grotto, there was only one in Stockholm, right? Queue was massive and stuff.
Well, that's not true.
And this,
That's not true. There's
No,
not
but
one.
fine, just listen.
But that's not true. A couple of years ago,
interrupt the
if
news.
you'd have said 1,000 years ago.
yeah, it was busy in
interrupt
that.
the
And there was this bloke who had a kid, and the kid was saying, Dad, can I go and see, Father Christmas in the grotto?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't want to join that queue, it's too big, right? And loads of the Father Christmases who was in the booth, they kept jacking it in because the queue was that big.
What do you
Too
mean loads of
stressful.
Father Christmas in the booth? What
Because
booth?
they got through loads in the grotto, the Father Christmas and that, right? They couldn't act the pressure of the queues. The queues were massive for this grotto.
This is rubbish.
Right,
So they
come on,
kept,
come
so
on.
they kept getting through like loads of Father Christmases.
They just
right?
kept walking
Different
on.
people, they kept saying, I can't handle this, you'll have to get a new one in, right?
Right. Okay.
Anyway, so this fella, right, the kid kept asking every day, can we go in there? He said, no, look, the queue's big. Anyway, one day, the queue was suddenly a lot shorter, right? Because they got a new little Father Christmas fella.
I can't, I mean,
No. Right.
In the
Right,
grotto.
Carl. If this Father Christmas turns out to be about
So-
3'6" and hairy,
So anyway, right, so he's going, come on then, we'll join the queue, right? So he joins the queue, and he's the queue's going down really fast, people are going in and out really quick. And he's going, how are they managing to do this, right? And he sort of looks through the curtain, he can just see a little slight thing, and he can see the bloke who's, like, dressed up as Father Christmas. He's handing him out with his hands and his feet and that, right? So they're going, no, look, if you don't...
I'm going to die.
Anyway, so...
Please don't interrupt the news, Rick. I want to hear the news. No, just
So he's queuing up, right, and he's going, oh, he's good on him, he's got a new method of handing out the presents and that. Whilst he's queuing there, there's a little fella selling, chestnuts, so he thinks, oh, I'll buy some of them, and, something to munch on whilst I'm in the queue and stuff.
yeah.
And, so anyway, he's queuing up, he's eating the chestnuts, comes to his turn,
Yeah.
right?
It's
he
absolute
goes,
rubbish.
What are you on about?
It's absolute rubbish.
This is-
So
So cut a long story short, you reckon that they hired a chimp to hand out presents. Father Christmas.
And so he brought the chestnuts in, and the monkey attacked him.
Well,
and
he went off, right? And he's going, why is it all going mad? And
You're talking rubbish.
There's a little fella that sat there with like a little beard on and that.
Yeah, you're talking rubbish. You're talking rubbish.
Well, it's not worth me carrying on then.
No, it's not worth you carrying on because again.
Yeah.